We are indeed witnessing the beginning of the end. Hi, I'm Dan Kingerski on the Pittsburgh Hockey Now YouTube channel. The Penguins lose to the Columbus Blue Jackets 6-2 here at Nationwide Arena. The supposedly lowly Columbus team had lost 6 straight in the throes of a rebuild, while the proud Penguins should have had an easy game, right? Well, the Penguins played energetic, they played hard, but seemingly every single one of their flaws was on full display. An energetic performance became an epic meltdown. And here's where you know the Penguins' funeral march is reaching its conclusion. And that is the only conclusion I can draw here in the postgame, is that this team understands its limitations. They are beginning to accept what's possible and what's not possible, and they know what comes next. And what comes next is Kyle Dubas has 2 options: either to add and fix or to sell and subtract. Spoiler alert, he won't be adding. And I think they're beginning to know that. If you check out the videos on the YouTube channel, you'll see the lack of emotion. If you look at the Penguins report card, you'll read the quotes and you'll go through the entire thing. There were things to build on in the first 40 minutes. But when Ryan Graves and Ryan Shea, I cannot describe to you quite how porous their defense was on goals 4 and 5. After they merely drifted into oblivion on the 4th goal, the Penguins packed it in. Columbus pressed, Columbus attacked after that goal. The Penguins didn't bother to respond. They were done. They knew what was coming. They looked at their chances, they looked at their team, and they accepted their fate. And not until tonight would I have ever said that. There's always been some sort of pushback. There's been a fight, or there's been, in the locker room afterward, there has been a heavy sullenness or an anger. There was none of that on Friday. There was some head shaking. There were some shrugs. But if anybody was too upset about it, I didn't see it. I didn't hear it. Marcus Pettersson was kind of heavy. Marcus is always one to kind of dish the truth, and I'll post that video as well. Deep down, they can't tell me that things are that bad, but they're telling all of us with their actions, with their performance. When things go bad, they go home. And that's the hallmark of a team that is indeed giving up, which is what you saw on Friday. Giving up, quit. They are a stiff. They are bereft of life, to quote Monty Python. And it's difficult to cover because you do not want to criticize such proud players in such a way. But it's broken. And I don't know how else to really dive into it, other than to say all of the X's and O's in the world cannot overcome 2 defensemen who don't cover anybody. One drifts this way, one drifts that way, and nobody actually takes the net. Dmitry Voronkov allowed to poke the puck through Tristan Jarry on goal number 4. Goal number 5 certainly wasn't any different. The game-winning goal was a 3-on-1 after Erik Karlsson pinches. No one reloads to the top. That was the Crosby, Malkin, Raquel line, which had, I believe, just 1 shift in the second period. That was it. And that was it, literally. So let's maybe just for something in this video to grab onto, so that it's not a funeral pyre or a eulogy. I think the eulogy is coming very soon. You can probably start writing it at this point start picking out a suit and the casket. It's coming. Let's talk about a couple of the good things. Drew O'Connor playing center. Fantastic game. He took a dumb penalty in the first period that became a bad goal by Tristan Jarry, quite frankly. But that line, the Penguins' third line, after 40 minutes, had half of the team's scoring chances. When does that ever happen? They more than doubled the Sidney Crosby line in terms of scoring chances. They had 10, and the Penguins team, after 2 periods, had 21. That's how good the Puljujarvi, O'Connor, and Sam Poulin line was. And Sam Poulin stepped up and was playing strong. Puljujarvi had, no less than probably half a dozen good scoring chances. We'll talk another day about why he didn't score a day long in the future. He really should have buried a couple of those. But he's, like I said, we'll talk about that another day. But it was a very good performance by Drew O'Connor. You could just feel, you could see, O'Connor especially, and then the entire line got into it very quickly, wanted something to happen so badly. He was full throttle, and Puljujarvi was then full throttle, and Sam Poulin was then full throttle. The rest of the team, the defense, no, this team's defense is constructed as poorly as any team in the NHL. With or without Chris Letang, who didn't play Friday, this blue line construction remains probably the poorest in the NHL. The statistics back that up, and you just can't win with bad defense, especially when you get some spotty goaltending, which the Penguins were the victim of as well on Friday. So all of the flaws were there, the bright spotlight upon them. So the Penguins get another chance on Saturday. This is getting away quickly, 6-10-3. And you might learn to play the bagpipes real soon. Okay, from Columbus, the Nationwide Arena, I'm Dan Kingerski. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll do this again tomorrow. What the heck? You might as well enjoy the ride, right? I'm stopping at White Castle on the way home. Take care. Have fun.